Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Jordy. I'm here to do a general tarot and oracle reading for Pisces Collective. That means this reading is geared towards people with strong Pisces placements in their birth chart. However, you can still be a different zodiac sign and enjoy this reading. We're going to move into pulling some cards from multiple decks in the beginning, and then we'll go into a 10-card tarot spread using the Lightseer's Tarot. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting below, and subscribing to my channel, by the way. I appreciate all of your love and support. And there will be an extended version of this reading posted, which you can click on after this reading and continue on with where I left off. If you're interested, all you have to do is become a member, and there's a link to how to become a member in the description box of this video. Let's see what's going on for you today. We're going to start by grabbing one of these animal tarot cards. So we have the Eight of Air, which shows some songbirds. There's a bird just coming out of a cage here. It says on the card, it's so easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. Trust that God will lift you to new heights and give you greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. This is the bunting spirit animal energy. So this is gorgeous. I'll read it one more time. It's so easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. So there is some type of mental illusion or thought form that you have right now, Pisces, that you may or may not even be realizing that you're struggling with. And you may be feeling trapped in your situation, or unable to do something, feeling like the opposite of self-empowered, but maybe disempowered. It's saying, trust that God will lift you to new heights and give you greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. So, you know that you are a free spirit, that you can work through these anxieties, these fears, and through the guidance of your spirit guides, through your own trusting your own instincts and the advice and wisdom of your experience and experience of others around you, you will get to where you need to go. Okay? You will be able to move through these moments where the emotions are getting knotted up within you. We're going to grab a Nordic rune here. Just random rune pull. We've got Rido coming out. Looks like an R. So I'm just going to quickly refer to my rune cheat sheet here, because I'm not that specialized with runes, but I'm definitely wanting to learn more about them. They're great for giving you themes, giving you an overall energy. And the overall energy of this rune is change, destiny, relocation, journey, travel. So it's almost like a Six of Swords energy. So it says, seek into the unknown and see new perspective. It's telling you that you need to travel and go somewhere in some way to get a new perspective as well. Like, there's action behind getting this new perspective is what I'm hearing from that. It does take effort to have a new perspective on your situation. You may know something to be true, but to actually prove it to yourself, you have to kind of go for it, is what I'm getting. So we're going to grab another one of these rune energies from the Runic Tarot. There we go. We've got two cards coming out. So we have the Aeol. This rune looks like a Y. It's called Protection, Sedge Grass. So you have a very strong protection rune coming through today. And we have the Luxadna season card. This one talks about pilgrimage. Wow. So pilgrimage is usually like a journey to go to a sacred space. So it is saying that this journey you're on is sacred. That this seeking out of a new perspective is sacred. It is something to be treasured, something to be valued. And you are highly protected. Um, in some ways, you've been hiding yourself, Pisces, is what I'm hearing and seeing from this sedge grass energy. So we're going to grab some animal oracle cards just for some more advice, then we'll move into pulling some tarot cards. So your first animal energy from this deck is the groundhog spirit. Time to let go. Time to let go of those old beliefs, those old thought forms, right? We also have watch your words with the parrot spirit. This came out in the previous reading. It definitely is talking about your mindset and convincing yourself that you can do this. Do not talk negatively about your situation. And we have canary spirit coming through. There's definitely a theme of songbirds and birds, tropical birds coming through, so that's beautiful. That may be something special for you. So we have sing your own song here. I think the songbirds and the colorful birds in these cards are speaking about originality. You're going to find your own individual path towards whatever it is you want to work towards, whatever freedom represents for you. Freedom looks different for everybody, but it feels like freedom. You know, the feeling is there. So we're going to grab some Light Seers tarot cards now. We'll just make some room for them. I just have to give this deck a good shuffle here, Pisces. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate hitting the thumbs up button for this reading. It definitely helps my channel reach more people. So we're going to pull all 10 cards and then start talking about them. So we've got the Page of Wands, the World, gorgeous. We have the Fool. Oh, I love it when those cards come out together. And we have the Eight of Wands reversed. In the distant past is the Seven of Wands. In the future is the Eight of Swords reversed, which is actually the same energy as this card that we started off with, but the fact that it's reversed tells me that you're moving out of this energy of feeling trapped, feeling like you have anxiety. We have the Five of Wands representing you. We have the Two of Swords reversed in your environment. In your fears and desires is the Ace of Wands, which is gorgeous. And the outcome is the Three of Pentacles. There's definitely been a career element to these readings lately, but this doesn't necessarily have to talk about career. This one's moving a little bit away from that theme, but it's definitely can apply to career today. So we have Judgment underneath the bottom of the deck. See that free spirit being liberated here? That's the part of you that wants to come out. And shine and rise to new heights. Gorgeous energy. There's a renewal happening here. So we have the Page of Wands as your first energy. Very exciting. This shows talent. This shows skill. She's throwing a wand up into the air and catching it and dancing and twirling it around in a circle. And it's basically like, what do they call that? Majorettes or baton twirling or something. But it just shows how much fun that you actually have when you're in your element, when you're doing something that you love, that you're passionate about. And this is what's going to open up new doors for you with this World card. This is a portal energy. This is an entranceway into a new chapter. And then the very first card in the beginning of the tarot deck is the Fool, where the World card is the end. You know, the story just renews itself after it gets to the end of the deck. It starts again with the Fool. So there's the Fool is asking you to begin a new journey. Don't be afraid to start again. Take the leap. Have that trust fall into the beautiful pattern that is the sacred geometry below this trust fall. You know, there's a divine flow to you integrating new lessons, seeing patterns, being creative. In some ways, we are channeling every moment of the day. There's a deeper energy here of, ego, of when we're telling ourselves that we're trapped, that we're stuck, when who we think we are is in control of the bus. And then there's the parts of ourselves that loosen the grip on the ego and act without it taking over. Those are the sweet spots, and those are the moments when we're truly channeling information from our spirit guides, from our higher self, from our environment, from the universe around us. When our thoughts are not controlled by a narrative, is what I'm hearing. So that is the sweet spot in the Fool energy, and everything is connected in that sweet spot. So we're getting it back into this first energy that says it's so easy to convince yourself that you're trapped when you really aren't. It says, trust that God will lift you to new heights and give you greater self-confidence if you affirm your freedom. So keywords there, affirming your freedom. You need to reaffirm this by using affirmations, by using positive self-talk with this parrot spirit here. It's time to let go of that old narrative with that groundhog spirit and really get into this canary energy of singing your own song, doing what you love, and being that energy of channeling from a space of, well, I'm having a hard time finding the words, but authenticity, maybe, like being in a space of true authenticity. In the past, we have the Eight of Wands reversed and the Seven of Wands. So there's a progression from the distant past into the recent past, from number 7 into number 8. The Seven of Wands is your inner peace and your inner calm, the bubble that we put around us to protect us from the negative thoughts that come at ourselves. So you do have some level of discipline, some level of ability to keep those negative thoughts at bay. The wands don't always represent thoughts, but they can sometimes, and it's when there's an energy attached to those thoughts. The swords talk about like hollow and sharp energies, whereas the wands, when it comes to thoughts, talks about like frustration, anger, burning thoughts, passionate thoughts. So on one hand, there's lots of good thinking going on in the Seven of Wands, like because you are able to hold your peace and stay in that sweet spot of, knowing that if you just follow your passion with this Page of Wands, you will be guided. It's that trust fall exercise. But with the Eight of Wands coming out reversed next, there's something not shifting in a way that you want it to. You may feel like a certain manifestation is blocked. And this block is because you're still in the process of working through controlling that willpower and controlling that passion, channeling it into something that doesn't burn you up, but also makes you energized instead of tired, or inspired and confident instead of insecure and stagnant. There's some work to be done there to maintain that mindset and keep that shift going in a productive way. But I can see with the Eight of Swords reversed in the future that you are breaking free of those limitations, that you are very self-reflective at this time. You're very hyper-aware of yourself, and that in itself creates a lot of anxiety. This hyper-awareness comes from the fact that you know that you want to change. If the Two of Swords reversed, then also another card of awareness. So there must be something really exciting here that you're really inspired by. In the Fears and Desires position is the Ace of Wands. Something's really lit your focus. And it could be a creative project, it could be a job, it could be a certain relationship dynamic, or some art or creation of some kind with the Three of Pentacles as the outcome. So that's beautiful. We're going to explore these energies more deeply now in the extended reading. So if you wanted to join us over there, just click the link in the description box of this video. If you're new, or if you're a member, you can just join me over there right after this video is done. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you again soon.